Encore deux comme ça? Enfin, deux défis? Par contre, faut vraiment que je repasse de côté en faisant tout le tour? Non.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin.
Ouais,
He
3
was
morceaux pour
beautiful,
reforger
good,
l'épée.
wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Il y a des gens qui vivent ça, les voient dans leur tête? Bien sûr. C'est pour ça qu'il y a des établissements psychiatriques. Il y en avait 5? Non. Non, ça correspondait aux 3 stèles justement qu'on a vu au tout début. Oh.
It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here. I like the way it's safe here.
Ah bah oui. Ah bah il fait plus beau ici. Ah il pleut là. Ah ouais non mais il fait plus beau là. C'est bon, il fait ensoleillé. Moi je vais dans ce monde. Bah il est réparé parce que je suis dans le bon monde. Est-ce qu'on peut ouvrir de ce côté, ce qui m'étonne. Ça recommence comme les illusions. Ouais.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world, fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Loki, le père de Hela? Non, c'est Odin, le père de Hela. C'est horrible, j'en ai déjà marre. Au bout d'une demi-heure. Bah, imagine les mecs qui vivent ça toute leur vie.
He loves you. Calling you. Dillian, we're here. Dillian, we're nearly here.
On va ouvrir de l'autre côté déjà. Non, on va aller dans le jardin là-bas. Ah!
Open the gate. She can't. Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. The gate. She can't.
Ah, il faut aller dans l'autre monde. Il ne devait pas y avoir le cadenas dans l'autre monde. Ah ouais, on retrouve un petit peu une idée de... comme le dieu des illusions. Là. Et voilà. Ah oui, le pont était cassé ici, d'accord, j'avais pas grillé. Oui, c'est pour ça qu'on a pu passer. Ok.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe.
Oh.
Dillian, there he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go before he disappears. Dillian, don't lose him. Way too many. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark. The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
Bien la fille de Loki, du coup ils ont fait de la merde dans l'histoire de Marvel. Ah, attends, la forme elle est pas. Elle est où la forme? Ou non? Ah non, c'est sa sœur. Bah non? Oui, c'est pas la fille de Loki, mais c'est bizarre.
You can't go up there. Not in this world.
Ah, mais ils nous font chier avec le truc du monde parallèle.
You can't.
Donc attends, il faut trouver déjà pour comment on fait. Pourquoi ça me le montre ici? C'est où?
He was the only one she could trust. Could she trust him?
What? Ah,
He was the only one she
ça va
could
être en bas.
trust. Could she trust him?
Ça va être un truc avec les fenêtres, non? C'est là-haut parce que ça me met le sigle, ça me l'affiche, donc c'est sûrement là. Mais la vraie question c'est où?
He saw who she could be. He saw who she really was. He saw
Qu'est-ce que
the
c'est?
warrior within.
De l'extérieur? Ah! Ah non, je suis bien là. Non, c'est par là à mon avis, c'est pas de l'extérieur. Non, non, parce que c'est vraiment cette zone. Pas là, c'est pas là, là il est à l'envers. Parce que si je retourne dans l'autre monde... Si je retourne dans l'autre monde... Ah, la lumière sur le bois. C'est vrai, on se fait avoir à chaque fois. Oui, bien vu. On s'est fait déjà avoir une fois. Ah là, c'est bon. Maintenant, on peut ouvrir la porte.
He's gone. He's in the dark world. He's gone to the dark world. You're in the wrong world.
Ah oui, on retourne dans l'autre monde. Et là, on va pouvoir ouvrir de l'intérieur. De l'extérieur.
He cared in a way that nobody else did.
Et là, il n'y a pas de cadenas. Ah.
Where are you taking me?
Il y a un escalier à créer là.
There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. She can find the way.
Hop là. Nickel. Ce serait tellement pratique pour créer sa propre maison.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things.
À chaque fois que je le refais, ça relance?
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe.
Ah merde, je le saurai pour la prochaine.
And goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard.
Alors, je pense qu'il y a les pièces dans deux mondes différents. On va faire un, deux.
She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillian's...
Il m'a pas lu le... Il l'a lancé en parallèle et il l'a pas en...
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Là, ça va être coincé de ce côté. J'ai cru voir une passerelle à droite. Bon. Par contre, si on va dans l'autre monde, il y a moyen qu'elle soit construite celle-là. Ah, une passerelle ici aussi. Ça veut dire qu'il y a une combinaison de 2x2 quoi. De mondes. Parce que si j'active celui-là... Ah, et la passerelle qui est là. Lumière. À chaque fois je me fais avoir. Faudrait que je ferme la porte là-bas du coup. Je peux pas fermer des portes je crois. J'aille de l'autre côté. J'arrive à l'autre côté. C'est peut-être après.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they found in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
On peut trouver la flèche là? Là.
Do you remember how he made you feel? Do you remember what it was to touch it? They're all about.
Je pense qu'il faut aller dans l'autre monde par là.
Minute by minute by you let you astray.
Et en montant là-bas.
She's doing. You're special. They mean nothing.
Ah, la porte est ouverte là-bas. Ah! Ah oui, mais du coup on peut faire tout le tour. Ça va, celui-là il est un peu moins bizarre que l'autre, que le monde des illusions. C'est jouable. Déjà on va faire ça. Là du coup il va falloir retourner dans l'autre monde. Voilà.
He didn't believe that she was cursed. He saved you when everyone else turned their backs. What if this is pointless? What are you doing?
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps.
C'est ouf quand même la mythologie nordique. C'est démesuré la façon dont ils annoncent toutes les choses, c'est ouf. Ah du coup j'ai ouvert la porte, mais par contre le pont est détruit. Est-ce que ça va être chiant? Oui, je dirais. Pourquoi? Ça va mal se finir ça.
Very careful.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain.
Ah oui, je dois gérer un peu l'équilibre quand même.
And he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
You're going to fall, careful. No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua. No! No! It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Si les Grecs sont pas mal aussi, par exemple, Prométhée a été puni par Zeus à se faire manger son foie chaque nuit pour avoir donné le feu aux hommes.
Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world? You, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse.
Sinon, tu as Médée qui a coupé son frère en morceaux et l'a lancé à son père pour fuir.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this is nothing to do with the sun? What if we're wrong? The sun